Hey guys, Barry Weinstein here, head coach at FootCamp, which is New York's premier barefoot walking studio. I'm walking today in New York City, but I'm not walking for exercise today, just like the Hadza tribe, just like the Maasai, just like all these nomadic tribes that you find in Africa. I just dropped my car off in Midtown to be serviced. So now I'm trying to get places. I'm walking for business. And thought I'd record a little content while I'm walking for business. Here, finally, Central Park, a nice place to walk. So the thing is, I don't walk like everyone else. I have a very distinct walking gait, which I have to train intentionally. But my heels don't touch the ground. This way, I join many millions of people, probably billion people in the third world who don't have access to manufacturing markets, unlike New York City that has been wearing shoes for hundreds of years already. But when you can't get professionally manufactured shoes across borders, then you are forced to either come up with your own footwear that's probably not going to be too advanced, or you're going to go barefoot. Finally, Central Park, a nice place to walk. Look how beautiful this is, guys. So, when I walk, my heels never touch the ground. And compare that to everyone else in the Western world and their heel-toe walking. Problem is that, and here, I'm just gonna give you a demonstration of what I look like when I walk. Heels literally never touch the ground. And the other thing is that I can sort of walk, at least downhill, completely effortlessly. It's all tendons. I'm never getting tired. I can talk at a fast pace without heavy breathing or anything like that. Even running, there's most times where I'm like totally relaxed and just letting physics and my anatomy do its thing. And this is the way we were designed to walk. So basically, you're saying, okay, it's not just my calf muscles going and contracting, so that doesn't happen. Your calf is actually completely extended. So it's the upper body that dictates the angle of the heel. How is that possible? And in what case, what should I do with my upper body when I'm walking? Have you ever seen Titanic? Because if you've seen Titanic, you know exactly what to do. Because when she's on the front of the boat, muscle like that, and then the farther, I'm even going forward right now, when I'm in this position, look how much I'm increasing speed completely without thinking about it. I didn't even intend to do it. And then as I contract here, you can see all of a sudden, look, my speed stops. I actually I'm going pretty slow. But the farther forward you lean, the greater your cadence is going to be. The key is for you to not think about it, and the key is to totally relax your calf muscle and your entire lower leg, because that's when the reflexes can come in. And look, I'm gonna do it one more time. I'm gonna go like Titanic. Look at this, and now I'm increasing speed. I'm literally not even thinking about this, but it's just reflexively, because otherwise I'm gonna fall on my face. And then as I come in, I'll slow down. So pretend like you're a bird. Just breast forward, chest muscles forward, faster cadence here. There's ice. There's ice here. No lesson here, just beautiful Central Park. Love this place. You know, guys say don't insult the customer. And I'm not insulting the customer. Of course, customer's absolutely wonderful. Thank you so much for customer. But, you know, a lot of people are afraid, almost too soft, in order to take FootCamp in the winter with snow on the ground. But you're missing out, because look what I can do. Look what I can do that you're gonna totally miss out on. Take off my shoe. Look at this. Look, it's incredible. So, you take FootCamp in the spring this year, you take it in the winter next year. See? It's January, late January. It's fine out here. Beautiful out here. Look at a squirrel. Squirrel, where's your shoes? Oh. Say, okay, so Barry says we need to walk on the ball of our foot and not our heels. The first thing everyone does is they really squeeze their calf muscle and try to push themselves up to walk on their tiptoes. But the calf muscle's job is not to contract. So even though it's a very strong muscle of ours, it's nowhere near strong enough to propel us forward on its own. And so what you have happen is you're eventually going to lose the calf strength being in that tiptoes position, and your heels are going to start to come down, start hitting the floor, which is not what we want. So what you need to do, instead of squeezing your calf muscle really tight, is to bend your knee as much as possible, because the positional strength of your knee bend and also lean forward from the ankles, that's going to dictate the angle of the heel. You see, gravity is a pain in the butt. Every animal evolved with gravity in mind. It is an oppressive force, and if you weigh as much as I do, you notice it. But walking and running is almost an ingenious technique that animals have figured out or evolved to do in order to redirect the oppressive force of gravity forward. And it doesn't take any strength at all to fall on your face. And in some ways, both walking and running is just controlled falling on your face. And this is the most efficient way that we can move. And we have this mechanism which happens instinctively and via reflexes and tendons, which is very efficient, where all we're doing is catching ourselves falling on our face. Look how fast I'm going right now. Look at my arm cadence. This is totally second nature. I'm literally falling down a hill right now, but I'm not even working. I'm totally relaxed. And that is me redirecting the force of gravity. That is called efficient. Okay, so start forefoot walking. Now my pain's gonna go away. All my orthopedic pain, my back pain after a long run, or back pain after standing all day, it's gonna go away. Well, you know, not really. Not for the next couple of years. The issue is that you've never really developed or used your feet in your entire life. Most people in the Western world put on stiff-soled shoes when they're toddlers and actually never developed the musculature. So all that horrible pain and challenge that newborns and infants have when they're discovering new parts of their body and learning motor coordination and all that stuff for the first couple of years, You need to start doing that right now as an adult. Sorry to tell you that, but I didn't make the rules. And I'm just trying to present the roadmap forward. But you can expect blistering. You can expect stuff in your feet to shift around. You can expect swelling and pain of the metatarsals as you build strength. But it's like becoming a foot bodybuilder. There's no way of getting around it. But you have to do it. We all have to do it. And the alternative is that you're going to be totally immobile about 30 to, totally immobile 30 years before you need to be. So spend the next year or two, probably more towards 2, spend the next year or 2 rehabbing your feet and reap the rewards into old age. So there you have it, guys. I'm home.